you get intimidated when you listen to the word stock market? Oh, you're from a non-finance background. Don't worry, मैं हूं ना. With over 15 years of my teaching experience, I have designed 7+ courses where you can learn from the basics of stock market to the most advanced concepts in the most simplified way. No confusion, easy to understand step-by-step lessons. Gain knowledge, gain confidence. Enroll now. Hey folks, CA Rachana Ranade here and I welcome you all. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I think it's been a gap of almost 1 month after which I'm doing this live stream. I hope you have joined my WhatsApp channel where I had already mentioned earlier. I used to run communities because if I were to convey any message, I can see so many messages before I kickstart. Ashwin says live after a very long time. Life for Kids says welcome to Pro Investor. You are welcoming me to the Pro Investor membership. Fair enough. Why not? Samir says good evening. Rajesh says finally. Yes. Finally, I know. Ranjit says you forgot us. We didn't. Ranjit ji, I did not forget you all. How can I forget? It's a part and parcel of my family. We never forget family members. It's just that September was crazy for me. I've been traveling. I've been doing some additional shoots, and so many things were lined up in the month of September. Plus, I'm sure you might be knowing that in Maharashtra, Ganpati festival is celebrated like at very high spirits. So it was everything at one time. So that was the reason why I was not able to do even one live stream, and I had explained that in my WhatsApp community. And oh, by the way, Pooja has immediately shared the WhatsApp channel link. I'm just going to pin that. I'm just going to try and see whether I'm able to pin that right away. Okay, pin message. Please join this WhatsApp community. This is where you will get some updates, and I've also started sharing some different content as well over the WhatsApp community. It's fun. Don't forget to join that. Raviji says you sang beautifully. When did I sing? क्या गाया मैंने रवि जी? If you can share that in the comment section, please. All right. Acha, Wazle ki 12. You're following my Instagram as well. Okay. It's a very famous Marathi Launi, and I had sung that during our Ganesh festival celebration, and I had whistled. Purna says, whistle once more, ma'am. Really? I'll link that with the number of likes. Why not? Because otherwise we give a shout out for the likes somewhere in between the entire stream. But almost 1400 people watching live right now. More than 50% people like this live stream. I'm going to blow a whistle for sure. Chor se ekdam, full on. Okay, so let me see if the number of likes increase, and my volume of whistle is going to be way higher than the number of likes that we are going to get here. But let us see. Almost touching 300, but number of concurrent viewers is 1457. Still, I'm saying only 50%. So that is the basic minimum target I want. After which I'll whistle for sure. Okay. Bhavna says your voice is impeccable. Oh, thank you, and I'm so glad many people are also following me on Instagram. That is where I had posted my song. Because otherwise I feel that life goes in a very specific way. It's always stock market, office, shoots, live streams. I was about to say, but then I thought maybe you'll get mad at me. But otherwise, life, there is no fun otherwise. So, this Ganesh festival, I decided that I'm going to have fun. I'm going to sing, I'm going to participate. I participated in the Dhol Tash as well. Plus a lot of work, as I mentioned. So, don't I look fresh? It is 9 p.m. I've woken up at 5:30 in the morning, and since that I've been working. But still I'm very fresh because I took a small break. So I remember that song Duriya Bhi Hai Zaruri. Duriya Bhi Hai Zaruri, Bhi Hai Zaruri, Zaruri Hai Ye Duriya. That's what has happened, After a 1 month break, feels really good to get back to Thursday live streams. Has something changed after 1 month break? So today, I was trying to just think what different can I do in the Thursday live stream. But I feel that the basic things that we do, something like Nifty levels, I think I should be continuing with that. The technical analysis for Nifty, yes, I should be continuing with that. The overall economic, picture that we try to paint, be it at the global level, be it at the India level, I think we have to do that as well. Um, but loss of weight, so many people are saying I've lost weight. I have not. I don't know, many people are saying that to me, but feels good. So, any girl, you are going to say this, that you have lost a little bit, even if it is little bit of weight, still every girl is going to feel like thank you Ranjit ji. Anyway, so coming back to our discussion, be it technical analysis, be it option chain analysis, be it economy analysis, everything we are going to continue. But exactly, kya baat hai, Ravi ji has got it. And Ravi ji said, not able to send super chat, option not showing. Exactly. So, that is the only change that I thought I should be doing in my Thursday live streams. I got some time to think, and I said that because everyone who is chatting is a member, right? And I remember towards the last few streams, I remember that some people were like, you are answering only super chats, you don't answer our doubts, and we are also your members. So just to try my level best, I know it's going to be a loss of revenue for me, I know that, but I'm okay with it. This is just an attempt, this is just an effort, so that all the members are at a level playing field. what uh, what YouTube shows as a different thing is who is a member for how many months. I may give a little bit more weightage to that. That shows uh, how much is your uh, you know how much you're wanting to continue with the membership, you're wanting to learn more. That is a tendency that I can see. So just as an example, what I can see in the YouTube chat right now, Ravi ji has been a member for 36 months. Kya baat hai. I can also see Harini, who is a member for 38 months. That's incredible, right? So I may give a little bit more preference to them. But other than that, it's just an attempt from my side to treat everyone at par. I hope this is taken as a welcome change from my side. And yeah, so let's get started, right? Samir says I'm from a member from 2 years. Kya baat hai, Samir? YouTube is not showing that up, but I'm glad that you're a member for since last 2 years. By the way, those who are seeing the live stream, and if you're wondering why am I not able to send a chat, it's just that you have to join our membership. It could be a student level membership, an investor level membership, or a pro investor level membership. You can join in, and that is how you can chat. If you just want to view, no need to take up a membership, right? Ravi ji and Ranjit ji are saying, good thought, keep it up. Thank you. And as I mentioned, being a finance content creator, I should not have lost that revenue. But then I thought, let me just try doing something different. If this works, why not? Why not? So before I kickstart with the technical analysis part, like always, would quickly want to welcome our new members: Chetan, Mayur, Jatin, AK Creation, Sunil, Jagan, Nitin again, WERRRR 666666. Okay, this is also he or she is also a new member. Mithun and Aditya. Kya baat hai? Vimal says appreciate the move. Thank you, Vimal. Heyman ji is spotted right there. Namaskar, Rachana ji. I am not going to get your 100 rupees super chat now, Heyman ji. I'm going to miss that. But YouTube has highlighted your name for me. 28 months, right? क्या बात है. Abhijit says roll number 420, member for 2.3 years. क्या बात है. See, this is the difference I wanted to see, and I'm so happy that I can see that. I'm almost able to read all the chats, and otherwise, my attention used to go directly to the super chat. But now, feels very nice, very nice. Okay, chalo. So with that, let's get started. Let me just see how many likes I have got. 640. No, you had a target of 700 likes, and then only I'm going to whistle. Hemanji, I think you joined in late. You are saying super chat option is not available. Reason is simple. I have mentioned that just so that all members are at a level playing field, so that I don't focus only to those who are sending a super chat. That is the reason why I have decided to switch off super chats, so that all my members, be it pro investor members, investor members, student members, everyone, I at least take an extra effort. I take an attempt to see to answer queries at a level playing field, right? Siddharth says, long time no see. I know. Feels good to get back to you all, right? Uh, Dukh sab mein baata jata hai is what Rahul says. All right, and we have 761 views. So we are going to get started with the technical analysis. But before that, जोर से बजाओ के एकदम जोर से. And I'm sure my in-laws are going to be like, who was that? My husband is also at home. My son is also at home. I'm not sure whether they heard it or not. I'm sure they heard it. It was pretty loud. Okay. Was the whistle loud enough? Chennai fans, whistle podu. My son has come in. Hemant ji, how were you able to send that super chat? I have switched off the super chat. Oh my God. Oh, have you sent a super thanks? Or a super sticker maybe. Something different you have tried. Kya baat hai, Hemant ji. Namaste, Hemant ji. This is incredible. Okay. Okay. Oh, you have sent a super sticker. Got it. Kya baat hai. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for that. Rajesh Veera says, teacher is supporting to whistle, but you can't hear us. I know. That's how YouTube live stream will work, right? All right. VERRR is saying, I still don't know how to whistle properly. It's okay. It requires a lot of riyaz, and then only you'll be able to whistle properly. Okay. All right. Okay. Prathamesh says, please start IPO video again. I'm going to apply, and yes, then in how many accounts? We'll take that as a suggestion, definitely. But if you have seen my latest videos, I am still doing a summary IPO video. So let me see if I can, get back to whether I'll apply or not. Hemanji says was on Armenia, Georgia, and Azerbaijan tour back on Monday. Kya baat hai. Ashwin Balaji is already getting the FOMO. Just joined. Any special discussion? People who are in the chat, if you can just help out Ashwin with the key highlights of whatever has happened. Ashwin, otherwise at the end of the stream, I'll tell you. Don't worry. Okay. Chalo, so with that, let's get started. And I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to share my views on what's happening with Nifty. Wow, kya baat hai. All right. Okay, so let us get started. I will just quickly come to the Nifty chart. Okay, now let me just first close all the parameters. There are some drawings which are going to be there. All my studies, can't help it. Okay, so this is a plain and simple graph that you can see. I know I've not been discussing this for such a long time now. 1 minute. Where is pivot? Gone. Okay. Now, if you can see this, I had received one of the queries. Those who have done my course on technical analysis, they keep on sending certain queries after looking at the charts and this, that. So one of the query that I received, today's live stream title is based on the query that I received today. That is there a bad news for Nifty because Nifty has formed a double top. Now, if you see here, 1 and 2. Is it a case of double top? It is. Okay. Definitely it looks like a double top. No doubt about that. Now, the big question is that after this long up move, could this also be treated as a double bottom where the second bottom is being formed and may go up from here? Possible. So maybe. Now, if I were to draw a channel now, just to see that what range could Nifty move in potentially. So this is clearly a channel that can be drawn. See, this is the opening point of 30th June candle. It touches here once, twice, and then yesterday at the same level. Okay. Now, if this be so, you can see here, it went up, came down, went up, came down. From here, there is a possibility that it may be a reversal. Okay. So I hope you have understood. Bad news for Nifty. That was out of a doubt whether it is a double top. Yes, but I feel that this could be potentially like a double bottom in the formation. I know double bottom formation is very, very powerful, especially when it comes at the end of the downward trend or the overall downward movement, uh, downtrend basically, right? But this is not a downtrend nor a down move for sure. But if I want to talk about this channel at least, okay, there is a possibility that from here we may see a reversal. Now for that we have to also understand what does the pivot look like. So for that I'm just going to switch on the pivots. I'll just remove these drawings. Now if you see here, क्या बात है, I love pivots because it's one of the classic leading indicators. I'm sure for those who have been following again my course on technical analysis, or who have been following my Thursday live streams for that matter, pivots on a daily chart, whenever I have chosen the daily chart, pivots get adjusted at the beginning of every month, right? Now this month's pivot, so why am I saying it's like a leading indicator? Because this month, even before the chart, or even before the candlesticks, whatever I can see, whatever pattern has been formed, I know where is the support, I know where is the resistance, I can easily see that, right? So here if you see yesterday, such beautifully it has honored this S1 level. Exactly. Kya baat hai? Now, if you see your low is 19,333.6 and this is 19,336. 3 points here and there is like nothing, right? And from here it has bounced nicely. This is like a pin bar which has been formed, correct? Pin bar has been formed. So this was pin bar, or some people may call it as a doji dragonfly, and there's that gravestone doji, whatever. But pin bar has been formed, and from here today it did see some good gap up, and from here there are chances that it may reverse. Now for that we have to also see what else is happening. Now if you see at the look at the RSI, it did bottom out somewhere around 40, and 40 is definitely considered as a level that yes, this could be a zone. Of course there have been cases where it has also bottomed out many of the times at 30 level. But even if you see here, previously it bottomed out at 40, not once, twice at 40, and then it gave a sharp up move. Could this be also possibly the same? So I'm just drawing a horizontal line just to show you. One, two, this was almost there, two, three, and again one, two, and from here there is a possibility that it may bounce. Now let us also put the MACD indicator. Now, if I just double click on this MACD indicator, you can see that yes, weakness was drawing in. But from here, today a pinkish candle has been formed for the MACD, basically the histogram, I can say. And from here again, if I see one or two more candles showing lesser weakness, then yes, possible reversal may happen. Okay. Now, if I were to go again with the super trend to become positive, we still have a lot of time. Super trend will turn positive at 19,901. So way far away from the bullish before you go into the bullish zone, right? 20-day ma, I'm sure we are below that, no doubts on that. If you see here, we are definitely below 20-day ma, but if we are able to close above 19,671, that is where we will be going above that level. Even pivot is around 19,705. That should be a good level to bounce back from. But now if I were to say that if it were to go down from here, if it were not to sustain here, what is the next support that I can see based on technical analysis? Now, if I were to just do this, okay, now here you can see one, two, how many touch points? Just have a look at this. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 touch points. And this is the level of 19,263, roughly 19,250. Okay. So I feel that, I mean, I don't see a lot of downside here, to be really honest. Okay. One more thing that we can check is from here, which was the lowest point that we saw somewhere around March 2023. Now, if I were to draw a Fibonacci retracement from here to the topmost point here, okay, you can see Fibonacci level 1 has been broken. It was at 19,423. But the second Fibonacci level is at 18,900. Okay. But I think before 18,900 also, we have a 19,100 ka support. So I don't see big fear coming in. 19,336 is one level. 19,250, I personally believe. So again, I always say, note this down. I believe 19,250 ideally should act as a very, very, very strong support. Unless and until this is broken, I will not be really scared. And on the upside, if you ask me, now if it were to reverse, then 1 and 2. Even if I were to do this, we may go again closer to 20,000. Will that happen right away? No, I don't think so. Will take some time. Now, why will it take some time? For that, we have to also understand certain macroeconomic factors. For that, we are going to understand certain macroeconomic factors. But I hope technical analysis as of now is absolutely clear. Now, when I tried to go through some key data points for macros, I analyzed the bond yields. Okay, I'm sure everyone knows that if bond yields keep on rising, it's not considered as a good sign for the equity markets, because that is where the foreign institutional investors would want to pull out money from equity and would want to park it in the bond markets. Reason being very simple: if it's about a US 10-year treasury bond or something like that, is it absolutely stable? Yes. And believe it or not, the benchmark US 10-year bond yield scaled to fresh 16 years highs, and it was hovering around 4.85%, and that was the highest level, as I mentioned, since August 2007. Now, is this a good sign for us? Answer is no. If US bond yields were to cool off, then it is going to be a positive sign. But right now, because they are at an almost all-time high, that is when FIIs feel that we should pull out money from equity market and we should park it in safe bond market. Okay, and that is the reason why, if you have seen the data, FIIs sold equities worth 14,768 crores in the month of September, and August today was just the 5th day. In fact, if I were to consider trading sessions, only no, Mahatma Gandhi Jayanti was also a holiday, so only 3 trading sessions. And in the last 3 trading sessions, they have sold almost 2,868 crores worth of equity. So, is that a big number? Yes, I feel so. That is big. Now, other than bond yields, is something else also a point to be of concern? And I feel answer is yes again. So for that, I would just want to pull out one. I would want to show one of the data points that I pulled out. That is called as the ADP employment change. We have never ever discussed this on our Thursday live stream. So first time we are discussing this. This is called as the Always Designing for People. It's basically an employment related report. You can see a national employment report. Okay. Now this tells us, so I'll just read this out for you because we are doing this for the first time. Research Institute's National Employment Report stated that private businesses in US hired 89,000 workers in September 2023. Here you can see 89,000 workers in September 2023, the least since January 2021. That's a big gap, right? And when private job employers shed jobs, well below the, very important, well below the market forecast of 153,000 jobs. Now, if you can see here, it has been in a continuously declining trend. So 455,000 was the number of employees who were hired in the private sector. This is July data, 312K. August data, 180K. September data, 89K. If lesser and lesser and lesser number of people are hired, is that going to be considered as a bad sign? Answer is obviously yes. No doubts about that. Okay. Now, so we are now trying to understand what does the global picture look like. We are onto macroeconomics, right? So global picture, number one, bond yields very high, not good for the equity market. Employment in US not showing a good picture. If I'm talking about the PMI, okay, Purchase Managers Index, again, if you have done my course on economics for stock market, in that I've talked about so many terminologies. I've talked about GDP, I've talked about PMI, I've talked about CRR, SLR, repo, reverse repo. Oh my God, so many terms I've discussed in my economics for stock market course. And in that, I don't only explain the economic terms, but I also try and tell you what is the impact of these on our stock markets. Okay, so if you want to increase your knowledge about economics and understand its impact on stock market, you can also consider enrolling for that course. So coming back, if I were to talk about the PMI for India, it is not bad. I'll also share my screen if you want, so that you also get to know what data points I'm talking about. Let me again share my entire screen. So this is the data for India. And if you see here, services PMI, previous was 60. Last, that is the immediate previous one, is 61. So this is previous year, current year types. Okay, previous month, latest current. So this is not current month per se. So August and September, something like that. Okay. Now, if you see here, from 60, we have gone up to 61. From 58, we have slipped a little bit. to 58.6 to 57.5, but from 60.9 to 61. So all in all, more or less similar. Not a great jump, nor a great, neither a great jump nor a great fall. But if you see, are we doing better as compared to US and UK is what we are going to see. Definitely, immediately we are going to see that. But above 60, that is definitely good. Anything above 50 is not bad at all. Okay. Now have a look at this. This is UK. Okay. For UK, you can see here 43 ka, 44.3, 49.5 ka, 49.3, 48.6 ka, 49.5. UK is not doing good at all. Anything below 50 is not considered as good. Okay, and the logic for this I've explained in my economics for stock market course. As of now, you can just remember this: below 50 is not good. Okay, let's check for US as well. Now for US, you can see here manufacturing PMI has gone up from 47.9 to 49.8, from 50.5 to 50.1, and from 50.2 to 50.2. Same, but again, US is just, it's like hanging off the cliff. It's almost a situation where they are going to just pass, something like that. Okay, so US not that great, UK not at all, India not bad. We are past 60. That's not bad at all. Okay, so good, I should say, in fact. So that is it about the macroeconomic level data. So I hope you have understood the key points that I wanted to share. I'll just quickly sum this up for you. Number one, as I mentioned, technical analysis, I don't feel anything is wrong as of now, unless and until we break the crucial level. According to me, the crucial level for Nifty would be 19,250. Unless and until we close below that, I am not going to be really scared. If I were to talk about the macros, global data not doing that great. But if I were to talk about Indian numbers, PMI not bad at all. IIP data, for that matter, was really good. In fact, if I am not mistaken, the GST collection number that came up for this month of September was also almost at an all-time high. So as usual, the point that we have been making for such a long time, US, UK, they are not doing that great, but Bharat, India is doing really good as far as our macroeconomic picture is also concerned. So that is what I wanted to present from my side. Let me see if I can get some questions here. Now I am back to the chats now. Oh wow, so many members have joined in today. Would quickly welcome then Mithun, Aditya, Josh, then Ankita, Porcelvan, Sanjay, Chandrasekhar is saying one more time for City. No, not now. Vivek, Cool Boy, Singla. Okay. Welcome to memberships. Okay. Chalo, Pranav says, start hitting the like button so that we can cross 1,000 views. Pranav will give you an update. Ask Kaitri Zale, something is wrong with you all. I mean, it's hard for me to digest. This is not done. You all are my viewers. Itna likes nahi hota apne aap pe, until and unless I keep on forcing you. 2,000 people watching and 1,100 likes. This is not done. I feel that something is going terribly wrong, but I'm happy. Okay, so great. Thank you for the love that you have showed by smashing the like button. So let me just quickly check what are the chats. Ranjit Ji says GST numbers were good. Of course, that's what we mentioned. Ravi Ji is also talking about the IIP data. Absolutely. Pranav says World Cup 2023 and festival season would boost economy. Absolutely, Pranav. In fact, if you all are those who are chatting, definitely. It is, I think, this Tuesday only. Yes, this Tuesday. That is day before yesterday. I have given a separate community tab which is about World Cup and impact on stock market. So for those who are our members, be you a student category member or an investor or a pro investor, I have discussed about World Cup and its impact on stock market in the community section. Please don't forget to watch that. Now, rather than me telling you, let me see if you can give me answers. What do you think? Which could be the sectors which can get positively impacted with the World Cup 2023 being hosted in India? Think logically. This is common sense investing. I'm sure you'll be able to get it. Think of sectors at least. We are not talking about company specific. let's talk about sectors. Rajendra says, I read it today only. Kya baat hai? Very nice. Chandra says hotels and food. Avinash says hotels and restaurant. Sunanda says food. Rajendra says hotel. Chandan says hotel sector, tourist. Ranjit ji says hospitality, unhealthy food sector. He's very specific. It's not going to be fruits and all that. Unhealthy food sector. Sushmita says entertainment. Lokesh says hotels, tourism, hotels. Kya baat hai? Why do you need me to do Thursday live streams? Huh? Everyone has become pro. Everyone's thought process has developed perfectly, right? Hotels, hospitality, travel, all these are the sectors which have to get a big boost because of World Cup 2023. And I think this is going to be a double bonanza. Why? Because first it was G20 summit, and immediately after G20 summit, it is the World Cup fever now. So I think, oh yes, of course, Vipul says even food delivery for that matter. Why not? Absolutely is what is quite possible. So be it hotels, be it hospitality, be it food delivery, I think all these can definitely see a good move because of the World Cup fever. Of course, it will not show up in the immediate results which will be declared, which will start coming up starting next week mostly. Q2 results will be declared starting the next week, and as usual, IT sector, IT companies will be the first ones to come up with the results. But most interesting to watch will be the Q3 results in that case. So we must have patience right now. Who asked that? Minakshi is saying, ma'am, is it time to book partial profits? Minakshi, it depends on what type of investor you are. If you are a very short-term investor, if you are of the thought process that, okay, so I always say this, there are two types of investors, right? One type of investor says, Array, I've gotten 15% returns in 1 year. Or kya chahiye life mein? FD gives me 7.5%. Because I invested in stock market, I got almost double than that in a year, let us say. So I'm happy. Fair enough. Let me book profits. Let me, just enjoy with my cash balance. If the market falls, I will reinvest. I feel before, what I am doing, I'll tell my strategy. If you have a similar thought process, you can act accordingly. I personally believe that it does make sense waiting for Q2 results bare minimum. Okay. At least I don't have any insider. If you have or not, I'm not sure. But I'm not sure on how the Q2 results will pan. But ideally, they should be good. The monsoon was not that bad. Because of the G20, the hotels, hospitality, and all overall boost in the economy is ideally going to happen. Be it the GST numbers, be it the GDP numbers, they were not bad for India at all in the Q2. If you have read, the advanced tax numbers were also above average. As compared to the previous year's advanced tax collections, they were good in this 15 September ended data as well. So I feel it does make sense waiting a little bit more. That's what at least I am going to do. I'm not going to book profits before I get to see how the Q2 results are coming up. And in fact, I feel that Q3 will be much more interesting. And that is the reason why at least I'm going to stay invested. And it is an interesting data point how the markets have performed before elections. Would want to make a video separately for that as well. We'll try my level best to do a video before this month end as to how markets have performed before elections. And just to give you a base idea, markets generally perform well before elections. Okay, they don't die out before elections. So I don't want to miss out on that rally, and that is the reason why at least I don't plan to book profits. Everyone has their own choice. Everyone has their own thought process. Whatever decision you are going to take, please ensure that you are doing proper analysis and then go ahead with your decision, right? Ganeshan Kalyan Sudra, I think he also said, and Harish is also saying, what about HAL? Shall we buy after stock split or not? See, I feel a stock like HAL is like, it's like an evergreen stock. I have not tracked it off late, to be honest. Let me just pull out Hindustan Aeronautic Limited. Okay, it is in a consolidation right now. Post split will be interesting to watch. I'll tell you typically what happens if the stock is really strong, if the fundamentals are really strong, then post split, post bonus, typically we do see rally in certain stocks. Okay, Acha, very important. I always say this, but because it was a 1 month long gap, just in case if there are people who have forgotten this, this is not a stock recommendation in any way. I'm just sharing my views, just trying to put forth my analysis. Pull out data always. Don't speak in air. Don't beat around the bush, right? Pull out data and you will find out that those are whichever stocks which are fundamentally strong stocks, post bonus, post split, post right, generally they tend to perform well. So uh, try and use our typical technical analysis related parameters, uh, typically like MACD, RSI, 200-day moving average, 50-day moving average. Try to see the pivot levels, try to see Fibonacci. Based on that, you can try and understand as to whether this is a right time to average or not. Okay, so I hope you have understood about this. क्या बात है, many more new members joining in. Pari, welcome. Sangram, Ritesh, Venkat, Mohammad, Syed, cool boy हो गया था वहां तक. Okay, so welcome to memberships. Chandan is asking, what is your view on IT sector for next 5 years? Are next 5 years? Tension ही नहीं है. See, IT is a sector which just can't die. Will there be innovations? Yes, there will be innovations. If the companies don't adapt themselves to the latest innovation, could there be a possibility that a specific IT company doesn't perform well? Yes, quite possible. But then, as a sector, if you're asking me, I am definitely bullish on the entire sector. If you're taking a time span of 5 years, why not? And in fact, I've mentioned that why only the IT sector. If you're asking me about the whole Indian economy, I'm super bullish if you're taking a time frame of next 5 years. In fact, till 2030, even if you're talking about this whole decade, super bullish about that. Prasanna, kya baat hai? Member for 41 months. This is the highest, I think. I started in what, January 2020, if I'm not mistaken, or February 2020. Prasanna, are you a member since the first month? Kya baat hai? Very nice. 41 months and going. Superb. That shows your commitment to learn new things, and I'm very happy you are a pro investor for last 41 months. Sahi hai, sahi hai. Very nice, very nice. I am getting a lot of questions about REC. Prasanna has also asked, Pranav has also asked about REC. I feel really good. In fact, REC was one of our pro investor stock of the month in 2020. For those who are not really aware about what this stock of the month is, last time someone asked me, does this mean that this stock will go up by 10 or 20% in 1 month? Answer is obviously no. Why is it called as a stock of the month? Because I release one video which is about analysis of one stock in absolute detail. Okay, and that is where we try and analyze the stock not only from the financials perspective. We try and understand what does the company do. We try and understand industry analysis, economy analysis related to that stock. We try and understand the history of that stock, financials, valuations, like everything, right? And what we try to do in stock of the month in our pro investor membership is that we try and take up one stock from variety of sectors, so that you also get to know how can you analyze different sectors. So till date for stock of the month, we have considered banks, NBFCs, we have considered infra, we have considered FMCG, we have considered specialty chemicals, we have considered so many sectors, right? Till date, I'm sure we have covered more than 8 to 9 sectors. IT, of course, automobiles, of course, yes, why not? So if you want to learn how can you analyze stocks from a variety of sectors, how to understand whether a company is fundamentally strong or not, then definitely you should consider joining the pro investor membership. There are two possibilities. You just smash the join button, which is available on our homepage, or you can also join the pro investor membership on our website, rachanaranade.com. That is where you can go ahead for a yearly membership directly. That is also possible, right? So yes, going back to REC, क्या बात है? Prasanna says 100% profit. क्या बात है? Hashtag दुआ में याद रखना. All right. But yes, that is also I have shared this so many times on our channel that it is also a part of my portfolio, and you know it has done really well. I would want to do a separate video, in fact, on REC as to what was the reason behind the breakout, what was the reason behind the stock rallying so much. So definitely would try and make a video by the end of this month or max first week of next month or so, right? We'll definitely do that. Have I booked profit in RAC? No, don't intend to do that either. Okay. Meenakshi is asking, ma'am, if we make 1 lakh profit after selling a short-term trading, and that profit is again reinvested in Zerodha account, do we have to give short-term capital gain? Up to 1 lakh exempt. नहीं, short term के लिए तो up to 1 lakh भी नहीं है नहीं क्या? Short term के लिए you will have to pay tax 15%. 15% is mandatory for short-term capital gain. For long-term, up to 1 lakh, it is exempt, and after that, you will have to pay tax. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether you have reinvested or not. Okay, Dinesh, क्या बात है? Dinesh says for REC nearly 200% profit bought in 2020. Fantastic, fantastic. But again, same thing, right? What is Dinesh Kumar saying? He had bought in 2020. It's not like otherwise people expect that you buy today and within 1 day, within 1 month, it will just shoot up like anything. Okay, so don't expect that. Okay, Avinash is saying your views on Polyplex. Avinash, that means that, oh, you might not be a Pro Investor member through my website. Okay, because those who have enrolled for Pro Investor memberships through our website, rachanaranade.com, I have given my view, latest view about the entire specialty chemical sector and how the management con calls clearly point out a revival in the specialty chemical sector. But good, I will write this down and I would want to upload this for our Pro Investor members who have also, enrolled for the Pro Investor membership through the YouTube app, right? So Pro Investor YT, upload the Zoom meeting. I'll do that. By tomorrow only I'll do that. Pooja, please make a note of this. Ask Mihir to upload the Zoom meeting that I conducted for the Pro Investor members, the quarterly Zoom meeting that we conduct for the Pro Investors who have enrolled through our website. The same Zoom meeting should be re-uploaded for the Pro Investors who have enrolled through YouTube as well. Pooja, please take a note of this. Get it done tomorrow only. Okay. Okay, so that was it about be it Polycab or any other specialty chemical sector. I feel, based on the management con calls, based on the investor presentation, the management of all these specialty chemical companies are like, we believe that the H2 FY24 is second half of financial year 2024. The overall specialty chemical sector should start seeing some revival. So another half year to 1 year patience would be required in that sector is what I got to understand from the con calls of various specialty chemical sectors companies. Okay. Central Bank of India, 4th time I'm asking the same question is what Venkat Reddy says. Venkat, now see, there are so many members also, so it is possible that I may miss out on some chat. Central Bank of India, but still I got to see your chat. 1 minute. Trading View doesn't like it. Okay, got it. I'll just try and pull up a weekly data for this. Ooh. I'll just share my screen. Looks like an interesting one. I'll also try and pull up the monthly chart first. Wow. Kya baat hai. For those who have not tracked it, high point was around 195. Low point was around 10 rupees. Kya baat hai. Why do you want to track this stock? Bounce back. Let's try and understand the Fibonacci levels from here to here. It is at a 23% retracement right now. Crucial level. Can see some resistance. If you can see here, this is a monthly chart, of course. But if you see here, previous month also, it tried to cross the 23% retracement, failed. This month also, it has tried to go past this, but has not been able to. Ideally, I would want this to sustain above the 53.81. That is the 23.6 retracement. If it does, then as per Fibonacci retracement, this will act as a strong support and then it may move upward. Okay, so this is as per the technical analysis for Central Bank of India. Again, I am repeating just in case, because this is a stream after a gap of 2 months. Whatever I'm sharing, this is just an opinion from my side. This is just an analysis from my side. This is nowhere close to a recommendation. Okay, fair enough. Last 2-3 questions, after which we'll stop the session. Al-Qaeda mine is falling, ma'am. Can we add at these levels? Minakshi, again, same thing. I would want you to see the stream that I did for my pro investor members. Check out the Zoom meeting. I've explained in detail. And for the levels, I think it's best if you do technical analysis, right? It'll be very easy. View on HDFC Bank. Oh, HDFC Bank has not been doing well at all. I think it has corrected by almost 7% in the last. Let me just pull up HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank. Invalid symbol. विसरलास का काय? HDFC Bank. Okay. Let me just get back to a daily chart. Let me share my screen as well. Oops, sorry. Yes. So this was one of the stock of the months, and we had discussed about this. It was forming like an ascending triangle, but unfortunately, at the lower end, it did not bounce. It broke the level. So this is a classic case of breakdown, retest, and further crackdown. This is what has happened with with HDFC Bank. And if you see how much it has corrected since July beginning, I think it should be around, I thought it was around 7%, 15%. So maybe last 1 month data मेरे दिमाग में रहेगा. August, where is September? Okay, September, from here to here, correct. 1 month data was in my mind 7%. If you were to check last 3 months, almost 15%. As for again pivot, one support level that I can see, 1500 should ideally act as a good support, is what I can see, even from the past levels. 1500 and even 1400 to is S3. I think I should, let's also go zoom out a bit. Let's pull up the monthly chart and see if we can see some specific thing happening there on the monthly chart. If we can see some level. 1328 का है तो बहुत नीचे का level है. But if I would even check this, 1300, 1400. See, even on the monthly chart, if you see here, monthly chart pivot is also at 15, 16. So ideally, it should not crack below this, is what we feel based on pivots. Let us also check the 50 DEMA. It's struggling at the 50 DEMA, but it is almost above that. 200 DEMA is way below. No need to check that as well. Fair enough. I think 1500 should be a level to watch out for as per technical analysis. Keep a watch on that, right? Views on AWL holding since the IPO. Okay. Adani Wilmar Limited. Almost halved since the IPO. To be honest, I've not checked the fundamentals of this stock for quite a long time. Based on technical analysis on a daily chart, let me just reset this. Based on daily chart, it looks flattish. Nothing very happening. Can't say anything on this right now. Nothing seems to be, taking my view on that for a specific way. Okay. Vedanta, I know a lot of things are happening in Vedanta. We'll just try and sum this up as a community tab post. I'm because summing so many things that have happened in Vedanta in the last 1 or 2 months. If I start speaking about that, it'll take a lot of time. So would definitely make this as a note, and we'll try and give a community tab post for all the members for Vedanta, what has happened in the last 1, 2, 3 months as well. All right. Chalo, just last one or two. Delta Corp. Oh, Delta Corp. So the what do we say this? The notice that they got, the amount of notice itself was crazy. uh, I think, to what I remember, I don't have the exact stat in front of me right now, but it was some times of the last 5 year sale or 10 year sale or whatever. uh, Once you already know about this, if you remember, I've also discussed about Delta Corp in one of my previous videos, but in that, please have a look at that video. Pooja, please paste the link of Delta Corp fundamental analysis here. In that video also, I had mentioned that I don't feel that it is a fundamentally strong stock. I very clearly mentioned in that video. I had specifically discussed about Delta Corp, keeping in view how people love to go in casinos typically during the year end, right? So Q3 is typically good for companies like Delta Corp. Uh, and that was the reason why I had covered it only from a specific time frame. But I had mentioned in that video that it is not a good. I mean, it's not fundamentally strong stock. So I typically love to stay away from such companies. Even with, see, any stock, be it Vedanta or be it a stock like Delta Corp, they are in news so many times, and because of that, our portfolio keeps on getting certain shocks. So if you are lighthearted, uh, better to stay away from such companies, is what I personally feel. Again, not a recommendation, but what I do, that's my strategy. I have not invested in Vedanta. I'm not invested in Vedanta. I'm not invested in Delta Corp. Simple reason, right? Uh, will we get Zoom meeting invite? Rashpri, basically, those who enroll for Pro Investor membership through my website, rachanaranade.com, I do conduct a Zoom meeting once a quarter, and this quarter Zoom meeting is done. But yes, we'll have one Zoom meeting in the quarter for uh, the Q3, basically October to December. We'll have a Zoom meeting, and you would be very much welcome in that Zoom meeting. In that case, if you're a Pro Investor on my website, right? Ma'am, please make a detailed video on Geo Finance. Oh, good suggestion. Good suggestion. Will do. Done. Chalo. So I have three things. Pro investors के लिए Zoom meeting recording will be uploaded. I'll do a city post on Vedanta just to tell you what are the happenings. I don't like that stock fundamentally. I'm not invested in that stock. Geo Finance video is also a very good suggestion. Okay. So we'll try and do a video on that as well. I think it was super fun. I loved doing today's live stream. It's 10, and tomorrow I'm flying to Jaipur. I'm going to be 3 days in Jaipur, followed by 3 days in Nagpur. Uh, I am going to be I'm going to be a speaker at the Jito Summit, which is going to happen on the 6th, 7th, and 8th. That is tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and the day after that. And happy to share that I'm a part of two panel discussions. One is the power of women, and the second one is about diversifying across asset classes. And that is where I'll be sharing my views on equity specifically. So it's going to be fun. So feels great that I was able to do today's Thursday live stream. I'm going to fly tomorrow, and I'll be back to Pune on Wednesday. So next Thursday I'm here. Okay, so we will celebrate the next Thursday live stream together, and happy to do a live stream after a long time. I hope you all enjoyed as well. Did you like it? Did you enjoy today's live stream? Just say a yes or no. Said says, ma'am, you didn't answer my question. No matter, good luck. Oh, Said, I think I missed your question. Sorry for that. But many comments were flowing in. Sorry. It's very difficult to, take a note of each and every comment. People are saying, yes. Bhavna is saying all the best for the conference, ma'am. And I know you will nail it. I know IK is a short form. I got to know that as well. I know you will nail it. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So many people are giving that yes in the comment section, and I loved sharing my views today after a long time, getting the stickers of finance as well. Thanks a lot for that, and I'll see you in the next Thursday live stream, that is on the 12th. I hope you enjoyed this one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye.